questions? Yes.
I have a question. How did you develop like this consistency, like not losing games in a very long period? Like, was it something that you did that, because I realized that I would somehow win sometimes very much and then I lose, and like sort of balance. Was there something, or just good chess?
I would say that the longest streak that I had without losing, which was that was one of the periods in my, or at least recent chess career where I played the sharpest kind of chess, like very sharp openings, taking risks in games as well. So I think that was more of playing well, having confidence and and so on. Yeah, in terms of consistency, having like good habits during games is very important. Like we talk a lot about what you should do to prepare and all of that, but I think we talk like a little bit less about like staying focused during the games mentally. I think that's just as important. So that's something that I've like usually been able to do, is that I work really hard during the games to to find every opportunity. I used to anyway. I'm not as good as it at it now that I was. I just I have less energy now, and a little bit a different stage of my career. But I think that's maybe the main reason that I didn't lose games in a long time. That I was just really disciplined during.
I think that's a very important point. I mean, all the legends about not using endgames, not working hard on something like this, or doing exercises, well, people have heard, but this attitude during the game, I think, stands out, and that's also very different from myself, but in general. And I think, that's also part of the package. I mean, many seconds has maybe been frustrated with that. You don't look carefully through the files, but as long as there is this incredible professionalism during the games, I think people don't mind, because they understand that this is part of the package, and I think there you stand out to compare to others, don't you? Or,
yeah,
I mean,
and in terms of the files as well, like the one that knows the files the best after the tournaments, it's not one of the after the World Championships, it's always me. Like I always end up knowing all the stuff.
Also, we'll speak about
World Championships are different, of course.
A bit tomorrow, but for instance, World Championships, you actually, especially with Black, recently has reverted into playing the same opening over and over again, which is very atypical. Like this. But well, I mean, this was difficult for me to get used to in the beginning. I mean, well, especially your dad would care a lot about what you eat before the game, during the game, and I think, okay, can we actually talk about openings instead? But I mean, there is something you have been quite observant about, my impression, and I think rightly so, and that I would have loved to do it differently in my own career. I was just unaware of it.